So now let's move into a more complex math problem. And it says Gretchen walks her dogs 3 times a day. Each time she walks the dog, she walks 1,760 yards. The question that you're being asked, how many yards does she walk her dog in 3 days? Now, the first thing you need to figure out is how many yards she walks her dog in 1 day. So I know that she walks her dog 1,760 yards. And I know in 1 day, she walks her dog 3 times. So I'm going to write 3 times each day. So the equation I would use to figure out how many yards she walks her dog in 1 day would be 3 times 1,760. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use expanded notation and the distributive property to solve for this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits in this number. Therefore, we should expect to have 4 partial products. And that's going to be expanded out. 1 will be 1,000 plus 7 is going to be 700 plus 6 tens, which is going to be 60, plus 0 ones. Now, I don't have to write the ones but because it's 0, but for this one, I actually will. So this is 1,760 in expanded form. And what we have to do is we have to multiply that by the factor 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to distribute through the distributive property this factor of 3 to every one of these numbers in the expanded form. Now, I'm not going to do 0 because, quite honestly, it doesn't mean anything here. It is 0 ones, so I'm going to concentrate just on those 3. Okay? So we're going to come out with 3 times 1,000 plus 3 times 700 plus 3 times 60. So there's only going to be 3. If I had the fourth one, it actually would be plus 3 times 0. But we know that's 0, so we're not even going to put it on. So 3 times 1,000, there's my multiplication fact. Box those 3 zeros, I get 3,000 plus 3 times 7, there's my multiplication fact. Box the 2 zeros, you get 2,100. 3 times 6, there's my multiplication fact. Boxing that 1 0 gives you 180. So when we add up all 3, we have 3,000 plus 2,100. That equals 5,100 plus 180 equals 5,280. So that tells us how many yards are in 1 day. But that's not what the question is asking you. The question is asking us how many will be in 3 days. So now we have to solve the second step, which is 5,280 times 3. And since multiplication is commutative, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that the other way. It doesn't matter the order in which you have your factors. So I'm going to write 3 times 5,280. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand out this number, and this is going to become 5,000 plus 2 hundreds plus 8 tens, which is 80, and of course plus 0 tens, just like the other one. We have to multiply those by the factor of 3, just like we did before. This goes to that, goes to that, goes to that, and if you want, it can go to that. So we're going to do 3 times 5,000 plus 3 times 200 plus 3 times 80 plus 3 times 0, just to keep that on there. Well, 3 times 5,000 is going to give us 15,000. 3 times 200 is going to give us 600, plus 3 times 80 is going to give us 240, plus 3 times 0 is going to give us 0. So we're going to be at 15,840. So there you go. There are a few steps involved, but the most important thing is to look at the information that you're being given in a problem, identify the question that you're being asked, and carry out the steps that you need to do in order to solve it. Thank you very much.